What's up, guys? Episode 15
Welcome,
of the
guys.
Joystick Show. And do we have a fucking episode for you?
This past week's been...
It's been an
very
interesting
fun.
one.
Something else.
Let's talk about the timeline real quick.
Yeah.
As of when you're watching this at home right now, it is November 11th, my birthday. And so you have to watch the rest of the podcast. But what that means is that... Wait, I'm so hold on. Back to the timeline.
Yeah.
You're watching this on November 11th.
Correct.
But we're filming it November 6th.
Yes.
And as of right
On
now, at Friday night, we have no idea who the president of the United States is going to be.
Yes.
We're stuck in this fucking limbo
Yeah.
of back and forth of like right on the edge.
It's close.
practically.
Man.
Almost.
Yeah.
People are checking. People are refreshing every 5
yeah.
minutes. But
Quick,
minutes.
quick
That's a long
preface,
time
this
to
is
wait.
not going to be about arguments or debates. Purely here to laugh at all this shit.
yeah. I mean, honestly, that's what I've been doing out of everything.
Your memes have been fucking incredible.
The amount,
Phenomenal.
not only me, but just the overall influx of memes throughout
yeah.
the internet have been insane.
I have a good, like, no joke, I have like a top, like I could probably do a tier list of people on my Instagram who have been posting the greatest political memes. Just
They're
that I've
they're
ever seen.
all good. I think just all of like the fake maps, I thought they would get old.
Right.
And there's just more and more, and they're all so good.
They're amazing. They're incredible.
And the new trend I saw was there's one guy I follow who takes like all of the states that are going from Trump to Biden, and he's just putting like Taylor Swift songs over it, or like really hype like Rebecca Black on every state. And I'm like, I didn't know this was a vibe, but I guess it is.
Wow. But yeah, we're here to just
We're actually the final three votes. We
yeah,
get to choose.
This is where we're the
get-
swing vote.
We get to choose the
We're
president
all
of the United
sitting
States.
in Nevada, low key right now.
This joystick panel. You guys thought this was in New York. Psych. We're in fucking Reno. Dylan even has a nice little segment. Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
The return of those. I'm excited.
Oh, me too. I
Yeah.
mean, the only negative for this week is that I had to explain to at least a dozen people how the Electoral College worked.
Right?
And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
and then after explaining it, they're like, oh, I knew that. And I'm like, then why did you ask me to explain it? And it's like, oh, but I don't like it. And I'm like, none of us do.
No one likes it.
No one likes it, but that doesn't mean you don't understand it. We understand it.
Oh, and super quick, make sure to go ahead and subscribe because we're currently on the road to 500 subs, and it'd
Almost.
mean a lot if we can get there. So, yep, that's the new goal that we're
Yeah.
trying to hit. Anyway, let's get cracking into it.
The road.
What have you guys been up to?
I mean, I've been just chilling. It's getting to that November time where it's like, like family and like holiday season type vibe. So
Yeah.
a lot of birthdays in the family leading up to like Thanksgiving time.
Especially like you got,
Yeah, we just had like 2 cousins, my brother, and it's like,
and then it's you.
yeah, and then it's like,
No, it's Christmas, you right?
I'm right after Christmas, so it's like it keeps going. Birthdays keep going to like February.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
noticed that. This is a big holiday season too for me and my like family too.
Me too. Because your birthday is coming up because
Mhm.
the episode's going to be uploaded.
And
on
then my
your birthday.
girlfriend's birthday is like
Yeah.
8 days after. She's
Mhm.
a twin, so it's also her sister's birthday.
And then
And
my
that's a big
brother
thing.
is the 4th of December, and I'm the 20th.
And you're the 20th. Yeah.
And then Jerry's.
Damn, we got a lot.
Yeah.
Man.
So all of us know that feel.
Crazy. So if you want to donate some money for our
Yeah.
birthdays,
Yeah, it's gonna be my birthday.
you know we got a lot coming up.
Yeah. I need
Nah,
some money.
But
We'll get
yeah,
some
we got
fun dip for everybody.
or that. That sounds
Oh.
pretty fucking great to
A
me.
fun dip episode. Let's go.
Oof. We got some candy,
It's
some
the
stuff
spot.
coming up too. That's not this episode, but we got a candy episode coming out pretty soon that I'm excited for.
Me too.
What have you been up to, Dill?
Nothing. I mean, just posting memes mainly. That's about it.
For sure. How's the Dill Cube? You got it up
Yeah.
and running. We've been
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about it for so long.
Yeah, it works. I was just telling Jerry before I found a game called Zigzag Cat No Ostrich Club.
Right?
And I'm like, what kind of translation is that? And then there's like more Japanese words in there.
Uh-huh.
So basically, I downloaded every Super Nintendo game and Super Famicom game.
Mm-hmm.
Half of the Japanese games have translations, and the other half don't. So I'm just lost.
For our non-gamers here, the Super Famicom is just like the Japanese
Yeah.
Super
Nintendo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so basically, I'm playing this game, and the way I explained it to Jerry is like, imagine an RPG, but like over the top. But then the other half is Breakout, like Brick Breaker.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so it's like imagine like a shoot 'em, like on a over the top shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
But it's Brick Breaker.
Brick Breaker. What the hell?
And you're a cat, and you're like people are trying to steal your cat or some shit.
It's not what the crossover I was expecting.
Sounds kind of fun though.
Yeah, it's very good, but I was like, I have no idea what's going on screen.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I thought I knew some pretty weird fucking games.
Right.
But
and there's also some presidential games that are pretty good.
Are there?
Like where it's like you're like I forgot the name of one, but there was like one in Japan where it's like you run to become the president of Japan.
Do you guys remember those president games on Miniclip?
Oh, where
you shoot at you shoot the terrorists,
like the on rail shooters. Yeah, oh my god, those
like
are incredible.
Condoleezza Rice with the mini Uzi
and stuff.
I was around for like the second term George Bush. That's where I played him.
Yeah.
Where it was just like any Middle Eastern country, and
man.
George Bush is holding the weapon.
Dude, Miniclip used to have a game that was just George W. Bush's head on a dancing old person's body.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it goes to a song, and you can click the dance moves that he does. And that sounds like it's
Someone
not
programmed
entertaining,
that.
but I pretty much spent like a good couple of fucking hours on
Someone
that.
had to program that, and it was worth it.
I spent a lot of my childhood on that website.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, Miniclip, oof.
How about Addicting Games? Did you guys go on Addicting Games?
I actually wasn't huge on Addicting, but I know how
I was
big
big
it
on
was.
it. It was very huge. Yeah, it was way better than Cool Math Games though, for sure.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah, a lot of kids did Cool Math Games.
Yeah.
And then eventually, at some point, teachers stopped caring what you went on.
Yeah.
And then that's when my class chose RuneScape.
Do you guys remember Fun Brain?
I was literally about to bring that up. And how they never fucking finished the rest of the board, so you can never finish it.
Oh my god!
Stupid ass website.
Oh my god! Which one was Fun Brain?
It was like it was like supposed to be educational.
Yeah.
But was that the one with the robot and the woman, or is that a different thing?
There was a map.
It was like a board game. Almost.
Yeah, it was a board game.
I remember that.
And then like each space was a mini game, and some of them were like you said educational, but other ones were just like skill based shit too. Yeah. But what was fucked up is when you got to like halfway down the board, they was like, "We're gonna finish it, don't worry," and they never did.
Yeah.
So it was like,
and I remember there was this thing they gave us. They gave us a PS2 one time, and I was like, "Why did our school give us a PS2?
Like in computer class?" Or?
Yes, our computer class had a tray of MacBooks and a PS2, and I was like, why would they give us a PS2?
Fucking Dylan school.
I go to the two games, and they're two educational games, and it's like, and they're both like, they're basically like the PS2 version of Carmen Sandiego. And it's these are the pyramids. Yeah. And it's just like, press X. And I'm like, oh.
So
bro, I had an Elmo
the kid
game
that brought
like that.
the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. And no, we actually did. We ended up, after school, we would bring like actual PS2 games. And it was
such a vibe.
Yeah.
That's a vibe.
But the MacBooks was very useful because it went from RuneScape to Club Penguin very quickly.
Yeah.
And
nice.
Club Penguin really carried us for a long time.
Anytime I hear Club Penguin, it reminds me of when Joey first met you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Can I bring that up?
Okay, sure.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah, fair.
So Dylan in his old house during high school was he was affected by Hurricane Sandy. And,
Correct.
And
yes.
your house was very much like not destroyed, but
very bad.
Very bad. Yeah, for a long time. But when Joey first met Dylan for the first time, we were hanging out at Joey's house, and we were like maybe 16 years old.
The funny thing about this though is that like I wasn't really paying attention because I think I was like in another part of the room.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah. So the three of us are hanging out. Like I said, first time Joey's really meeting Dylan. And like for some reason we just like we were bored as shit, and we're like, let's just go on Club Penguin and see if it's still on. And we made an account, and as like a joke, Joey made the name like Hurricane Sandy Relief or some shit like that. He's like, oh, we'll call it this, right? But in the back of my head, I'm like, oh shit, he doesn't know about like Dylan. And I know you were like not gonna like fucking snap at him or anything. Yeah. But afterwards, I went to Joey and I was like, yo, Joey, not for nothing, but fucking like Dylan almost lost his fucking house to like Hurricane. It was like huge. And then Joey was like, oh my god, I'm so fucking sorry. And like after that, like I remember he went to you and he was like, dude, I didn't mean it. It was just like, and he still brings it up. He's like, bro, I felt terrible. I just thought it was some dumb joke. Like to this day, Joey would be like, I felt so bad.
Joey's like such a nice person.
He's such a nice guy.
He's so kind. Where he's like, oh my.
He had
like,
no idea.
He'll carry that into his 50s.
Oh man.
Oh man, that was like when you had the Mac, the old Mac.
The old Mac,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You say that. I was going to the store today to buy like sodas and shit, and I don't know why I had this thought, but I was thinking about the PS5 and how it's like coming out soon, and how I'm probably gonna have to buy like a 4K monitor.
Mm-hmm.
And then in my head, I was thinking about how I'm gonna have to replace my screen, my TV.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, holy shit! I've had my TV literally as long as we've had this channel because I bought it to do videos for Joystick.
Yeah, that TV is old.
That TV is old as fuck. I don't want to get rid of it. You know what I mean? I'm going to fucking find a place for that.
I also thought of that too when I was moving. I was moving my TV and I'm like, I've had this TV since like early 2013.
Yeah, that big ass one, right?
Yeah, I've had that same TV and it's only 1080. It doesn't look that good.
Yeah.
But it works so well.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that my current monitor is 2K. So I'm just going to sell that and then get a 4K monitor.
Nice.
So that
is the big monitor still? Is that big screen still in your room? Like, how big was that? Like that was pretty big.
I have 52 inches, I think.
Do you still have it?
Yeah.
Is it on your wall or is it on a thing?
I just have it on a TV stand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Bro, I was gonna tell you like next week. I want to find time. Let's fucking
Tomorrow.
Let's chill, bro. Let's do. We could if you want.
Okay.
My parents are
you
going
know.
away, so we could do whatever the fuck you want. We'll link up
Another podcast episode
from
my room.
Dylan's room.
Fire.
We're just cuddling in bed.
We're gonna have a slam dunk contest on your fucking
no, yeah,
your backboard.
bro. I did that and it fell.
Oh my
I
god.
hung up a basketball hoop and I was trying to find something that because it's heavy. It's like an actual like big basketball.
Oh
hoop.
shit!
Because it's like it's not full size. It's like half.
No,
size.
no, yeah, I saw
but
it.
It's it's bigger
it's
than
durable.
You think.
Yeah,
and it like the rim is metal and stuff. So I put command strips on it. Fell immediately.
I believe it.
And then I got this thing called alien tape, which held up this like coat hanger with coats on it, hangs it up perfectly fine. The rim and it just falls, like it just sags a little bit. And I'm like,
bro, you gotta get some flex tape.
We'll see.
That's
maybe.
what you need to get, bro.
Maybe it is,
Maybe.
man.
But even that, I was like, oh, I'm gonna dunk, and like I barely touched the rim, and it went.
Oh man.
He's dunking on Brianna.
Bro, it's right over the door. So honestly,
Crossing
if
her
anyone
ankles.
comes over, you're getting posterized like immediately. Just like I'll do windmill, Statue of Liberty,
Damn.
720.
I was watching like a best of greatest sportsmanship moments in
Yeah.
sports. It was reminding me of you. And I was
Nice.
just like, if Dylan was
Do you
want to
hear about the new one I saw?
What was it?
Last night I watched. It was like they do like the ceremonial first pitch,
And
and it was just people in the Hall of Fame throwing out a first pitch.
it's kind of sick actually.
Yeah. And it's like some people. It's like some people they shouldn't have brought to the field. They were like 90, like 92. I'm like, why are they throwing a baseball?
Man,
It's like so
They're
bad.
gonna fall apart.
Yeah, they literally are like they're in like the cart, you know, like they're driving the cart and then they get out.
Get out.
They try to get on the mound, but like they're afraid they're gonna lose balance, so they go in front of the
Oh my
mound.
god. Sounds terrible now. At first, it sounded like this really
Like a
cool,
tear-jerking
like
moment.
yeah,
It is
like,
cool. I mean, a lot. I mean, normally the people are like 50 to 60, so it works.
But the when you said it, I
Yeah.
just imagine like some really crotchety old man just like I can do it, and he just like
Yeah.
falls over.
Well, the one
Let go of
one
me.
they did do that was cool, where that there was a player for the Red Sox in the 60s, and his grandson was playing on the Giants, and then they had them both show up, and then he threw the pitch to his grandson.
That's fucking.
So this was supposed to be
I
about politics.
had to suck a tear back in,
and I hijacked
It
it.
almost got me. No, man. I was gonna find a way to segue
Yeah.
into it, but you just kind of did.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you have to say, Dylan, about the political climate that we're facing right now?
Yeah, there's a lot of like first times, you know, like that's a big thing in the news. It's like this is the first ever blah 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 to run for blah 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 and win.
Yeah.
There's tons of
Yeah,
those.
this is definitely the time.
That's
for that.
the year for that. I think a lot of people realize that like local election, it's like, oh, if we all just like voted for this person, they win. Like, because it's
Yeah.
like electoral college really, you know, in some states demotivates you because your vote doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But all those local stuff, that's all like legit. Like your vote like counts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
for sure.
So like I think that's what people realize, and a lot of people were able to get into office.
Exactly. Yeah.
And a lot of that stuff is like actually like what'll actually affect you.
Yeah.
More than like a
More
presidency would.
exactly your community,
Like
for
paved
sure.
streets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And not to say, but it's like I had to vote when I voted. Like I've like met all of my representatives and stuff now, and I'm like actually happy about it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like I
Sick.
met a Joe Adabo. I've met like 5 times.
Oh, nice. I almost worked for him.
Yeah, awesome.
I honestly thought
Jay
that
Adobo, my boy.
I thought that story I was gonna tell was gonna be a lot better, but it's really not.
Jay
It's really
I
not.
was gonna
Jay
work for him, but I
Adabo.
didn't.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, he called me.
Bobby,
He didn't
put
call me directly. He wasn't like, "Yo, Bobby, I want you to work for me, buddy." I was doing like the summer youth thing, and they were
Yeah.
gonna place me with them, and apparently it was all like set up and shit. And then I went to some orientation, and then at the end of the orientation, they were like, "Oh, and by the way, if you have plans to go on vacation, you can't work." And we were going away to Florida for 2 years, so I was like, for 2 years.
2 years.
For like a week
a
and a half,
vacation,
almost
man.
2 weeks, and I was like, I can't, and then I ended up not working for Joe.
Your chances of political career. This could have been a political podcast.
I
this whole
could have
time.
been right here
president
asking you guys' help.
to run for what?
the next
What are you
time-
running? What are you running
Dylan,
for?
I don't know
Really?
shit about politics. I couldn't even
Bob,
pull out a fake
I remember
name for
when
you.
Bob told me he wanted to make this like a semi-political episode. I was like, "Are you sure? Do you?"
Okay,
Do you know
first of
anything
all,
about
shut the fuck up, because this was Jerry's idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because he said. All right.
I
I'm
asked-
not gonna get into it, but
I asked for general podcast
Yeah.
topics because we were drawing a blank,
And he said,
and Jerry was like, the election.
he said.
And then I seconded it. I double checked it with Dill,
And
and
I was
then
like,
we
yeah.
were like, yeah, and then that's how we came across it. But I will reaffirm the fact that I don't know fucking shit about politics.
So
but
Dylan,
I didn't
Yeah,
say that.
I feel like it might be kind of helpful. I don't know if you know this information, but we were talking about the electoral college before, right?
"Yeah."
And how no one likes it. So how does that change? Like how can we change the electoral college?
we would have to like either
Who are we voting?
there
like?
would either have to be like all 50 states like have a like a proposition where it's like, oh, should we want it? Do we want to do it?
Oh,
Or
okay.
we would have to like make a law, or we would have to make an amendment.
So can the president do that without the Senate?
No, you would have to make an amendment, which would have to go through everything.
Yeah, that's not
You would,
happening.
that's like the only the easiest option
Yeah.
is that everyone ends up hating it at one point, and then everyone agrees like, oh, let's try to do it.
I mean, doesn't everyone already hate it though?
Yeah, but
It's
people,
not like a popular.
people like
topic.
it. I mean, look how much drama it's causing.
Yeah.
Everyone's loving it right now. so.
I can put this back together, and I think I understood about a quarter of the words that you guys just said.
Okay,
to each
so that's a
other.
perfect segue into the segment.
Yep.
Which do any of you guys remember the segment name?
Yeah, I do.
What's the segment?
Because you don't remember the
No,
segment?
I have it. I have it written down.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, of course.
Well, we haven't done a segment in a bit, actually.
while,
It's been,
yeah.
like, since episode 8 or
Shout
something
outs
like
to
that.
segments.
Shout outs to going back to work.
But people like, yeah, right. But people like them. Don't worry, we're putting in the effort. So get ready
Yeah.
for fact or fake
Oh yeah.
news.
This is the first time we're doing this.
Election edition.
Election news.
Boom.
Oh yeah. So basically, it's simple. Fact or fake.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these are news stories,
Got it.
and a lot of these are like I said, record-breaking, first ever blank, etc.
Got it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Oh, this brings me back. This brings me back to like week 9 or 8 or whatever the fuck it was.
Okay.
Let's do this.
First one. Topeka, Kansas elects a 20-year-old high school student to state senate.
A 20-year-old high school student
Yes.
to Senate.
Yes. She got left back 3 times.
Is she a Republican or a Democrat?
Democrat.
I don't believe this for a fucking second. I don't believe this for a fucking
Why not? It's
second.
definitely believable.
Topeka, Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas. Democratic candidate.
Nah, I don't
Current
believe
high
it.
school student.
Yeah, so
Nah.
basically senior in high school, got left back in like 3rd and 4th grade, and then now she's in high school.
Nah, this is fake. This is fake all the way.
Bobby with the proclamation.
I'm gonna say fake.
Because Kansas is like it's known for being like
Well,
Yeah.
but it's,
Jerry's like, huh?
I'm gonna say false. Yeah.
but
yeah.
it's Topeka, Kansas.
It's Kansas.
That's like that's a part of Kansas that people know. It's not. They're not gonna do something
it's
like that.
2nd or 3rd.
Yeah,
Topeka.
it's not. They're not gonna do something.
Yeah,
like-
isn't Kansas red?
it doesn't matter. All I'm saying
I mean, but the
is
cities
like,
are blue.
Yeah. So go ahead. What is
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely fake.
I was about to say you had me going there for a second.
However, Kansas did elect the first ever trans person, so.
Oh,
I
nice.
did hear about that.
Good
That's
job,
dope. I
Topeka
didn't know
or
it was
Kansas.
Or anyone, yeah.
Anybody in Kansas.
That's sick though.
Topeka. Someone from Topeka. We didn't do that. All right, number 2. Proposition number 11 in New Mexico to make eating armadillo illegal did not pass. Eating armadillo is now legal.
That is
Still.
100%. That's totally real.
He really had to. He thought about that one.
Bob's like, all right,
That's a fact, all right?
But I also believe that's true.
If
yeah.
he didn't mention New Mexico, I'd be like, that's fucking stupid. But New Mexico, the type of place to be eating armadillos. That's all I'm saying, 100%.
By the way, and when I was like, I definitely want to try armadillo, right? Like, I feel like it'd be good.
So this is something this was a law that was passed?
It was
or like proposition that was
yeah.
passed? Man, I think that's hilarious.
Okay, so both of you guys say that it's true because it's not. It's fake.
Wow.
It is fake.
So eating armadillo is illegal? Or is it like just, like, not
it's in a
specified?
weird spot.
Okay.
Like you can't just grab them off the street or
Yeah,
like
I
in the
mean-
desert.
Who are you to say, Dylan?
Yeah, but there's a lot of weird propositions this year where it's like a state like some of the rural states have like term limits, you know, like very simple propositions. Whereas other like advanced states have like very, very specific like tax law. Or Oregon just made like every drug decriminalized.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
it's like they get really specific in like the urban in the urban places.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Don't eat armadillos.
Yeah.
No ice cream in your back pocket.
There's a
or-
gray area there.
Oh yeah, like the weird.
Yeah, that's
laws.
on a Sunday
I
or
love
whatever
those.
the fuck.
You can't eat turkey on.
You can't have
on the
ice cream
roof
in your back
on
pocket.
a Thursday.
All right. New York Representative Gregory Meeks wins his re-election with 100% of the vote.
True.
Wow.
Jerry said true immediately.
New York representative?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Gregory R. Meeks.
R. Meeks? I say fake. Never heard that name in my life.
Jerry, what do you say?
I say true.
It is true. No
Damn.
one ran against him.
That's why.
I know that because he's my representative. I met him. I went into my voting booth, turned the page. Gregory Meeks, nobody. I'm like, damn, they didn't even try. By the way, the guy who ran 2 years ago against him, Gregory Meeks won 94% of the vote.
Wow.
Man.
So people were just kind of like, all
Yeah,
right.
like the guy was like,
at this point, it's like trying to run against like
yeah.
AOC.
And
like,
the guy, by the way, and the guy won one town, and it was my former town.
Oh, wow.
The guy who ran against him.
That's insane.
move to the winning side.
Love that guy.
Cross the bridge.
Okay. Proposition in Colorado to release up to 6,000 wolves into the wild. Voted in favor of.
And where?
Colorado. Gray
Yeah, that
wolves.
sounds right.
Colorado released 1,000 gray wolves.
Okay, so
They're going
so
to. That's the proposition.
So a proposition is essentially the government now legally has to work towards that law. That's what that means.
Okay.
So it's like, Puerto Rico voted for statehood, but they voted for a proposition of statehood.
Yeah.
So they have to, all that means is now they're going to make a committee and try to get statehood.
Gotcha. So that's fact. 100% fact.
What do you say, Jerry? We're not even keeping track. It doesn't matter, right?
No,
I'll say false.
It's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds about
Is
And
there
right.
like a reason?
Because that sounds like something somebody would fight for over there.
And it's weird because all of the people in cities want it, and then all of the people who live out in the wilderness are like, no, that's a really bad idea.
Yeah, right? It's like...
It's probably like mad, like wild, like
yeah,
animals
and it's
stuff.
like they're like, if you do it like a little bit, it's fine. But they said anywhere from a little bit to up to 6,000. So
I like how that,
Yikes.
like, I like how wolves... Like, it's one thing for, like, to let wolves out in the wild, right?
Yeah.
Like, I just went to Pennsylvania for the weekend and went outside to get something from the car, and there was a deer, like, 3 feet away from the door, and I was like, I don't need to get what I was going out there for. Imagine a fucking wolf.
yeah.
Wolf?
Well, a deer is different because
Wolf.
deers are like, they're pussy. They're like,
Nah, I'm terrified
Imagine
of...
seeing like a moose.
I'm terrified of any
Aren't you?
animal I don't see on a daily basis.
okay, because that's happened to me before, where it's like it bothers me when like you think an animal will get scared and it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like one time I went to go like throw out the garbage one night at my old house, and there was 4 raccoons in my garbage. I threw the garbage bag at them, and they just looked at me. and continued eating the garbage.
And that's when Zilla went back.
And I was like, and then I ran at them, and they slowly walked away. And I was so offended. I'm like, did that guy just slowly walk away and then climb a fence?
Damn, Dylan, you got some balls. I wouldn't mess with some raccoons like that.
Raccoons be traveling in squads too.
Yo, I'll never. One time, sorry to cut you off, Dill. Well,
No, it's okay.
One time, Jose
Love
and I were
stories.
here in the backyard. I think one of you
This
guys
isn't a
was
backyard. This is a basement.
in this fucking property, you dumbass. We were in the backyard with the fire pit, and I think one of you were there at the time. It might have been you,
Maybe,
but you left because
Okay.
Jose and I stood for a super long time, like till 2 a.m. or something like that.
I remember hearing about this. Yeah.
To the point where like the fire was like dying. Like we basically stood until the fire died. But we were there, and Jose was sitting across from me, like looking away from my house, and I'm looking at my house. And Jose's like, "Yo, shit, look!" And I turn around, and there's a fucking raccoon, like a big ass raccoon, like trapeze walking on the top of a fence. And then the raccoon like jumps into like one of my neighbor's sheds, and I was like, crazy. And then like I turned back to Jose, and Jose goes, "Look!" And I turned back like that, and I swear like 6 more followed him in there to that hole. And we stopped counting at 6, and we were like, holy shit. And we just kind of like,
By the way, they
fired
do
it
that.
farther away.
Like there was a video I saw online of like, and there was like an abandoned like sunroom in like a cabin, and there was 13 raccoons, and they were all in the corner. They were just hanging out in the corner.
Because they're smart.
Imagine like you get up like early in the morning. You're like, oh, I have to get like a wrench to like fix something in my car at like 5 a.m. You open it up and there's just raccoons chilling in there.
Nope.
And you're like, how did you get in here?
They found a way.
Nope. All right. What we got for number 5?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. Alaska Representative Elise Galvin, I don't know how to pronounce it, refers to her 87-year-old opponent in a political ad as guy who's going to die soon.
Oh my god. Can you read that again?
So Elise Galvin, who's an Alaska representative, refers to her 87-year-old opponent in a political ad as guy who's going to die soon.
Is she Republican?
She's Democrat, he's Republican.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Oh my
I gotta piece all of this
God.
together. Hold the fuck on. Oh my god.
I mean, that sounds like something like even like presidents would say like nowadays.
Yeah.
Like
Like
imagine
Trump kind of just like ruined all. Like,
I feel like they both low key say that about each
they
other.
would all, and those political ads kind of do it anyway. They just kind of they make it a little more nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say fiction on this.
Fake.
Is it?
I mean,
sorry.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Fake.
That's the word.
Sorry, fake. Yes, for your fucking
how about you,
correct
Jerry?
terminology.
Fact.
Can I explain why I think it's fake though?
Okay.
I think it's fake only because and this isn't me to like tag anything like, but I was reading something about this. I was actually reading a fucking article about politics.
Okay.
About how apparently a lot of like Republican politicians have been using like Trump's kind of like bashing style to like sort of like downgrade their opponents to make them look better kind of thing. So that's why I would think it's not.
But there's a Democrat that's doing it.
Yeah,
so
I
you
know.
think-
So I think it's fake.
Oh, okay. And Jerry says fact.
I said fact.
Okay, it's fake.
Okay.
Dang.
Ooh.
It is
Yeah,
fake.
that was a good
However,
one.
that is a real election that happened. They still don't know the results because a lot of mail-in.
Uh-huh.
And she did point out that he was really freaking old.
I
But
don't
she
think
didn't.
she's-
She didn't say that though.
I saw those
Okay.
I saw those Alaska results, and I do not think
Yeah.
that she might be winning.
However,
Yeah,
it's
weird.
very close though, because it's like she has like the cities,
Okay,
so it's
sick,
like
sick.
it's closer.
Okay.
And
But yeah, that presidential vote was not close in Alaska.
One of her political advisors was like, well, the path we chose to like, what's it called, like when you try to get elected
Into office?
yeah, and like
The
you start,
campaign,
yeah,
right.
you have your campaign, and like one of the campaign organizers was like, yeah, we tried to prove that he didn't have any clout. Like he literally said that, but it wasn't in the news article, so I was like, I don't want to put that.
Oh,
But he
man.
said that verbatim.
It'd be great if you read that in an article, and that's what's in the parenthetical clout in
It does not have any clout.
Man's had no clout.
the brackets.
All right, next one. Rhode Island has a proposition to change its state name, which according to its constitution is called the State of Rhode Island and the Providence Plantations.
True.
Damn. I'm gonna go
You
with
said that so quickly.
Yeah.
Jerry's the quickest with these.
Jerry's got famine on Rhode Island.
Yeah,
I
I know.
believe this shit. I'm going fact. Let's go.
Yeah,
It's fact?
yeah.
That's my
Yeah,
boy.
man.
It's their constitution says plantations 7 times.
Wow.
Shouts to Twitter.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Paula D.
Providence Plantations. Crazy. I did these out of order, so I have to like look through this now. All right. Amherst elects an 18-year-old cancer survivor to New Hampshire House of Representatives.
Where's Amherst?
New Hampshire. I said that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
18-year-old cancer survivor to House of Representatives.
Yeah, so Amherst elects an 18-year-old cancer survivor to New Hampshire House of Representatives.
I'm going fake here.
I'm gonna go fake.
It's real.
Wow.
18.
He's the youngest survivor from colon cancer at age 10.
Oh, shit.
Crazy.
And then
Oh, wow.
Which, by the way, I feel so useless.
Colon cancer at age 10.
That's
Wow,
insane.
I feel useless that this guy's already like an adult. He
He's
has a
survived
job.
Cancer,
He's already been
he's
through
18.
that.
He's in the House of Representatives.
Yeah, he's in the state house, so it's not
Ah,
the
Dude,
big one.
good for you, though.
But good for him.
Seriously.
Yeah, I don't
Doing your thing.
like,
Regardless of what party you serve,
Word.
congratulations, my man.
like, yeah.
18-year-old.
And
like,
he is
holding a seat.
he's a very like not socialist, but he's a very left candidate because
Okay.
that's like his big thing was like, I know how bad the medical system is because he was
he's
because
part
he was
of
in
it,
it.
unfortunately, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. All right. State representative from Maine wakes up from a coma on election day.
I want to say
Oh,
fact.
man.
I want to say fact, man. You could use that meme where the guy
Yeah.
wakes up.
What are the votes?
Okay.
Wait, who woke up?
What?
Who woke up?
Maine representative.
Maine representative.
I don't know the name.
Damn. This is a toughie. I'm going to go fake. Just because I wish it was fact.
Okay.
Not for like I don't mean this guy any harm at all,
Yeah.
but that's a fucking crazy coincidence.
All right, Jerry. You say fact?
I'm gonna go fact on this one.
I'm going
Okay.
fake.
And it's fake.
Okay.
Dang, crazier things have happened.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd have been insane though. What happened?
All right.
Still don't know. He slips back into the coma.
We still don't know.
Damn, he came
Imagine
back for the worst
losing
of it.
by like a little bit. Oh my god, that would be the worst. Like you just
You
lost.
just lost.
Damn.
I think we have one more.
Okay.
All right.
So anti-mask politician wins seat in North Dakota despite dying from Rona in October.
Man.
Let me repeat. I'll say it one more time. Anti-mask politician wins seat in North Dakota Congress despite dying from Rona mid-October.
Yeah, that's fact. That's got to be a
Fake.
fact, right?
Jerry says fake. You would say what makes you say fact?
Because it's just
It
got
ju- it
it
just
has-
line-
it
it
has-
lines
I mean, it's
gotta
North
be.
Dakota. It's
It lines
possible.
up.
It's got to be.
That's true.
It's fact.
It's fact.
It's
yes.
got to be.
It's
I
fact.
fucking knew it.
It's fact.
Wow.
It's
Rest in
fact.
peace.
He was
But holy
he
shit.
was like a Trump ally, and he was in like a rural part of North
Holy
Dakota.
crap.
That's insane.
And he died, and he won by like a lot, and he was dead. People openly voted for this guy, even though he was not alive.
Wow.
That's insane. I mean, some people if he's anti-mask, these people probably thought it was like another type of conspiracy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's not really dead. Vote for him. Like,
That's honestly, they probably
it's possible.
thought that.
Like,
Yeah,
you
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit.
They probably thought. I thought that was a joke when I read that. I'm like, there's no way a dead guy won.
That's why I knew it was real.
Yeah. There's
That's like
no
some
way.
WWE Undertaker shit. Whoa, he's back.
I wish that's it.
Yeah, that was fun. I really
That was
enjoyed that. Thanks for playing along.
Yeah. I wish that
Fact or
one wasn't
fake?
true, and I wish the coma one was.
Right?
You know,
Right.
like I really wish
that was
coma
crazy
thing.
though.
He just wakes
Man.
up. Just like, yeah.
Insane.
So Dill, what do you think is going to happen with this election?
They said votes will be counted until the 12th.
Wow.
So
Do you think that we'll find out on the 12th, or you think
think-
there's gonna be some kind of legal action from Trump?
But the thing is,
Trump. The most you can do, Trump wise, that the most you could do for a lawsuit is a recount. You can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most you can do, or you can say that the ballots were illegal. Like I heard a rumor that there were 5,000 ballots in Detroit that were from dead people or from illegal people that weren't allowed to vote.
mm-hmm.
even then, Michigan, like, Biden won by like 80,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
So at that point, you wouldn't even look into it.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of like TV journalists, things like that, are like kind of like confused as to what Trump is even trying to get accomplished.
yeah, because honestly, I was thinking about it, and I was talking to Jose about it, and I was like, he's like, no, he could sue, and I'm like, yeah, he can, like, legally, you can sue anything for anyone, like anyone for anything, but it's like the most that could happen is that, like, 10,000 votes.
Because like I know that it's super close in some states, like specifically like Pennsylvania and Georgia and shit, but they have like 99% of the votes counted there, right? So wouldn't theoretically those states be done soon? Yeah. That's what that means, right?
Yes. So like theoretically, like every like news outlet has different numbers.
Yeah.
Because there's some that are saying like, oh, Trump's chances of winning this state is 2%. Well, we're just gonna say Biden won, and then there's another one that's like, oh, well, it's still 2%.
Yeah, that's what happened for Arizona for a long time, right? Like it was called like super early.
Yeah, and then now everyone's like, wait, it's not called. And
Washington was called at like 10% votes called, and 10% votes in.
It's like fucking Ryan Seacrest asked the guy to dim the lights, and we've all just been waiting for this motherfucker to open the card. It sucks, man. Ugh.
It's like we called for the banker and deal and no deal.
Yeah,
and he
still hasn't picked up. Howie Mandel
was just like, wait for it. It's coming.
Like I kind of like, I don't know. I liked it a little bit at first. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then like,
it's always cool. But then after a while, especially because again, this is like one of the first times that this fucking happens, or at least in our times, that it's just kind of like annoying now.
Yeah. Now we're just like, all right, give us like, no one wants to watch like a week of we're about to know.
A week
also,
of nationwide
when was the
anxiety.
last time an incumbent president was like removed from office? Like Trump is like, he's not getting a second term if he gets removed from office this time. So when was the last time something that would have happened?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like Obama got his 2 terms, Bush got his 2 terms.
The first Bush.
The first Bush had only 1 term and then didn't win. That was a while ago.
He lost to Clinton, and there's a lot of comparables to that because the first thing on election day, George W. did a speech congratulating Clinton on the day. And people are like, well, Trump's not going to do that. And you don't know.
Yeah.
He might. But probably
Interesting.
Not likely.
Yeah, right. Biden's a great guy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You know what I just remembered?
What?
Fuck. I'm so upset that I forgot this. My mom bought a Donald Trump wig.
Oh my God.
It was 70% off.
I
could
have done this.
I know. I'm so sorry, Dylan.
Segment
I'm so
with
sorry.
the wig on.
It's upstairs. I'm
Only
so
the
upset.
best wigs.
Fuck. Because she went to like a Halloween place
good.
and everything is like 70% off because Halloween's done. So she bought like a bunch of like cool candles and things like
Trump
that.
wig.
And a fucking Trump wig.
That's awesome.
And she was like, I know you're going to love it. And I was like, oh, it's cool. We probably use it for something. And we could have.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, we could always like find a game to play. I'm not going to bring up what game there is, but there is a particular game that's out where you play as Donald Trump's bodyguard.
Oh.
And I'm not going to say what you do.
Is it The Apprentice, the video game?
No. Does that exist?
I bet.
Okay, we
Probably
need to play
like,
that.
right, for like the DS or something.
Yeah, we definitely need to play that. But no, there's one where you play. I'm not going to say what you do in the game, but it's very fun.
Oh, I think it's old, right?
It's a few years old. Yeah.
No, but that's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's not
it was like 2017.
I saw
2016.
somebody play it. I forgot. I think it might have been like Super Mega or something like that. Yeah, I know
like
what you're talking
Rooster Teeth
about.
or something.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm clueless.
Yeah.
It's funny. Fuck. I was gonna say something like mad long ago, but I forgot. I kind of got lost in the conversation when we were talking about. I just keep on going, and it'll jog me.
I don't know. Yeah. Seems like a
thought in my head.
Hopefully you found out on your birthday. That'd be cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's my birthday gift.
Yeah.
It's like we figured it out.
Like, all right, the stress is gone for now.
Or they observe it. They're like, we're gonna take a break for Veterans Day, and it's like, well,
wow.
Well, we'll see
something they
tomorrow.
would do too,
right?
Yeah.
Something Trump would push
Trump
for.
be like, no,
it's Veterans Day. We gotta stop the counting.
Yikes!
Right?
Yeah.
That's everyone's collective.
Like, there's no we're all just sitting here, man. Like, I think it's dumb to keep checking the votes because they come in so slow.
Yeah,
they're coming in
stopped.
through the mail. Can we talk? Like, I love the post office. They've got me through, as someone who used to do e-commerce.
Mm-hmm.
Love the post office. They've been mostly great. Lately, they're not good. I don't know. I think
that time of the year.
Yeah, it's not only that time of the year, but they were also recently defunded a little bit.
Yeah.
So I get it, but like they sent my package the wrong way one time. Like they sent it all the way to New York and then sent it upstate and then back down. And I'm like, why? I was so angry. I was like,
oh
come
shit,
on.
that was supposed to stay here.
Yeah. Now it's in Rochester.
Oh, shout outs to some of those upstate fucking places holding it down for New York, baby. Rochester and Albany and them.
Oh yeah. Got some blue spots up
did
there.
their part.
Right.
Thank you, homeboys.
I mean, New York's fine.
Yeah, I know, but still,
It's awfully red for a blue state, you know. Like
they all are though.
There's a lot of
That's how it
square
is.
footage.
For
I mean, it's so weird.
It's population based.
Yeah,
though,
yeah, it's
'cause
population.
It's
based,
also
but-
weird, like learning about other cities because you realize like New York's not in the middle; it's like all the way in its own corner.
Yeah, it's literally,
and it's like almost separated.
exactly.
It's so
Yeah.
strange.
We're that little long fucking part. We're just like this tip of it,
Yeah,
and then the
we're-
rest of that is Long
Yeah.
Island.
Which is and then like we're on the border with like no one realizes like how close we are. Like we're literally on New Jersey.
Yeah, we are.
We're-
We can see it
New
from our
Jersey's
fucking
sucking-
city.
And
You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
we just look at it and make
Yeah.
fun of it.
We
You get
literally-
paid like what, $6 to take a boat there? You know what I mean? Like it's not fucking.
And we put all of our like shitty stuff there. Like all of our factories are over there. Like there's like an oil refinery in the middle of town.
and they legalized, motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
They did.
Yeah, that
I got
border.
family over there going crazy right now.
I know. I have people in Arizona.
I have family there river dancing right now. They are chilling.
Nice. But yeah, there's a lot of cities that are like right on the border with another state. But so like Kansas City is in Missouri.
It's in Missouri.
But there's the suburb of it is in Kansas. St. Louis is basically in Illinois.
But it's in
Missouri.
Yeah,
It's like on the border.
it's crazy.
Detroit's essentially in Canada.
Fucking love Dylan, the geography guy.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Detroit's in Canada? Like,
Yeah.
essentially.
So if you take the bridge going from Detroit to Canada is south. It moves south
Whoa, that's
because
crazy.
Michigan like curves up and then
Ah.
Ontario curves down.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
you'd go like,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
That's cool.
Dylan, where do you find this
Yeah.
shit?
Michigan's also weird because it has like that upper part and then it has like that other part.
Yeah.
And you've seen it on the map now
Like the
because we all
glove
looked at
and
it.
Also,
the
shout outs
part.
to Michigan, another
Yeah.
fuking state coming in.
Which in the middle of the night really pulled
Yeah,
it.
right.
Jose posted at 3 a.m. like Trump won and we're like, bro, we got like a week.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, I didn't say that. I'm like, bro, I screenshot it.
No, I was gonna say fucking about.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say
Trying
like,
to make us panic. Come on.
like I feel like the answer to why Dylan knows all this geography shit is because like he watches a lot about this. But I really like to think that Dylan just looks at a map for long enough and he's like, oh shit, look. He's like, oh man.
Yeah, I did a lot of like the oh shit stuff when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like
Did it interest you? You said it has, right? Yeah.
So when I was younger, my grandma had like these like children's books, and she saw that the children's book that I read the most was the map one. So then she bought me an atlas.
What a fucking.
That's
Hold on. First
that's
of all,
top tier
Yeah.
grandma.
top
Yeah.
tier grandma.
Yeah. Patrice,
Secondly,
Patrice was
what
the
a
best.
move.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I had like this. I still have it in my room, but it's like the cover's all like fucked. Like
And
the
then we
slime
wonder
book.
why Dylan's so fucking smart. He's
Yeah.
a kid reading this fucking little educational
and
map
the
book, and then his
atlas.
grandma's like, "Get this motherfucker an atlas right now."
no
bro."
lie. My parents didn't get me shit, and then every time I would tell my grandma would go to my mom and be like, "You didn't get Dylan this."
Be like if I went outside and pointed at a flower, and my dad was like, "Get that motherfucker an almanac."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Let's
Yeah.
get to work."
Almanac.
My guy's a botanist.
And I wanted to be a florist for a year.
Yeah.
That was a weird time.
Bobby's
I was really
flower
into,
shop.
I was really into that shit.
Yeah,
I
no,
tell you.
and then what happened after that was one of the last ones I got was a globe, but it had a pen on it. It had like a stylus.
I know, and you
Yeah.
touch it,
Yeah,
and it tells you the
yeah.
thing.
And
That's sick.
and there was like one region where all the stands are, and I would just poke him over and over again because he would say it really fast.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan.
I remember that. I never had that, but I remember that.
Yeah, I knew other people that had it too, and I'd be like, "Yo, he says Kyrgyzstan wrong."
Some shit Dylan loves. Yo, could you imagine being that young?
Yeah.
Like, how old are you when you're playing with this fucking toy? Just so I know.
What, the globe?
Like, yeah, the little.
I mean, the Atlas would probably be like 7 or 8, and then
and
the globe was a year or two after that. It's like 9.
at 9. I would have loved if I knew
10.
Dylan at 9 years old, right?
Yeah.
And like, I go to Dylan's house for like a sleepover, and he's like, bro, he says Turkmenistan, man, funny look, and he just like runs to the globe and starts pressing it like fucking 15 times. I'd have been like,
popping off. Like,
no, this wasn't like an every. Like I didn't go to the globe every day and be like, ah.
This also gives me like super bad vibes of when fucking Jonah Hill's character is like, I just used to draw dicks all the time. It's just Dylan. It's like, I used to tap the Turkmenistan.
No.
It's such a weird parallel.
Yeah.
Like that was Dylan's obsession as a kid.
Yeah. No, I mean it was an interest definitely, but
I actually have an interesting thing I want to swing this to.
what?
Jerry, what the fuck was your interest as a child?
As a child, I was playing a lot of like Pokemon, bro.
So
Bro,
like
I could tell you like every we had a Pokemon handbook, and I like memorized it.
I believe it.
Yeah.
That time, remember that time that we filmed that fucking Pokemon Stadium
We
thing?
filmed,
that we
we
lost
filmed
it.
a Pokemon Stadium video, and I think I won because I chose all legendaries.
Yeah.
And essentially, Jerry, each time he pushed a move, he's like, no, that only does 50. I'm like, what?
to the number. Like,
Yeah,
that's only
he
going to
knew
do
the exact
42.
number, he knows the
Man.
That's
types.
probably going to miss, and it would miss. And we were just like, holy shit.
I play a different Pokemon game every year as like just like, you know, that's my fix
and
for
I
the
don't
year.
play Pokemon at all.
And I have to look up the types and what's weak against what every single
Man.
time because I forget.
That
You
was,
could
like,
imagine
my
how
jam.
impressive it was for me, who doesn't know.
I played all of them
anything
until
about
like
Pokemon.
I think like Sun. I don't something happened where it just like was not cool anymore. Like you know what how it like changes the graphics. It's
Yeah.
not like top down. Like I think after a while it just becomes like a different thing.
So
It's a
next
different
time
vibe.
Jerry's on, we're gonna quiz him on every single Pokemon.
Man.
I think we should do that, and then after that, you guys should pull up pictures of Pokemon and see if I can guess the names of them.
You remember how
Like,
they had,
bro,
like,
that's
Togepi in
fucking-
the show, right?
That's Flowerback. That's Ice Dragon.
They had Togepi in the secret back page because Misty carried her around.
In a secret back page in the fucking
Yeah.
in the manual.
Yeah, because she's not from Kanto.
Interesting. Did you ever have
Ooh.
a game manual for like a game?
I would have like back in the day I had those like cheat code books.
Like
Yeah, I love those.
the generic ones with
Yeah.
like multiple.
Yeah.
I used to have a couple of those.
Yeah.
The
I had
only
like
like
two of those. And then I would like I had a friend who would always buy. He had like all the Halo manuals. but-
fire. That'd have been sick to
Yeah,
have as a kid.
But I would never I would never like I don't think I would ever take care of my stuff enough, especially if it's like a soft cover book. I feel
Yeah,
like I
they
would
were
just
always
wreck
soft
that
cover,
shit.
yeah.
I feel like that era of gaming was so cool, man. It was like that time where you had to like find out what a secret was by like word of mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much,
And,
right?
like,
You go to
somebody passed
school
you,
and
like,
somebody
a
was
loose
like,
leaf
dude,
with,
you
like,
gotta fuck.
up arrows and like
That's
squares.
that was always the hypest moment. I
That was
remember I pre-ordered Modern Warfare 2 at Video Game Central
Mhm.
in Howard Beach.
Damn.
And
Throwback. Oh, I know this story.
they got it 10 days early.
Yeah.
So I was playing Call of Duty and I matchmaked and I met someone from my neighborhood who also got Call of Duty early. And I'm like, this is...
Dylan's playing with like the 60 people
Yeah.
that have this fucking
Like, what's up,
huge
Jason?
game out.
And on
early.
Monday, everyone got up to know Russian. So we had
Oh man.
we had some stuff to talk about. As how young was I? have
I
no
don't.
idea.
Oh man,
was
this
mad
is
young.
such a crazy like thing back. But
Yeah.
did you see the Easter egg that they added to the Modern Warfare 2 remaster about no Russian?
No.
It's actually really fucking cool, and I don't want to prolong this because it's super nerdy. But real quick, in Modern Warfare 3, they introduced a mission that kind of revisits no Russian.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you see that basically there's like a part where one of the guys who was like, the guy that you play as who gets like shot or something in the beginning is like crawling in the Modern Warfare 3 mission, and then he gets
Yeah.
like shot or something by Makarov, and then Makarov continues on like the terror, the murder spree in the airport in
Yeah.
the game. But in the remaster of the game, what they did is after, in the beginning of No Russian, when you kill like everybody in the lobby
Mhm.
and you start to walk up, if you walk back like chronologically after Makarov would have killed the guy, you can actually go down into the ground and the guy's body is on the ground, unique from all the other character models, and his name sticks out if you point your reticle at him. And that would have only happened after they progressed the story in Modern Warfare 3, because you didn't know about that in the
So
original.
it's like a patch kind of.
Kind of, yeah. It's pretty cool. I thought that
that's
was kind of
awesome.
sick. Yeah, I love that.
Cool.
Damn, I want to swing this into a fucking direction, but it's so off topic from what we're talking about.
I mean.
But now I have a topic.
Yeah. What is it?
We're gonna talk about it on another episode of the podcast. Don't worry,
Wow.
because we've been chatting for a bit.
We've been chatting.
It's not quite jam and yam time, but we're getting there for
Okay.
sure.
Definitely.
Do you have anything you wanna
Jerry, do you have a
squeeze in?
name for yours yet? For your song?
Fucking Joey came up with a name last week.
Did he? What was it?
Yeah, he slams, man.
The slams. That's a good one.
Slam.
That's
It was a good one.
very good one.
He said it was the slam of the week. I mean, yours was the Bams. That was the original.
Bams. I'm probably just gonna keep Bams.
Bams, clams.
Whams.
Bams is good. Whams.
It's only Wham songs.
Yeah. I love Wham. I'm not even gonna front.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You guys know how much I love George.
Wait, do I have any other?
Still miss that guy.
Oh, I thought I had more.
R.I.P. George Michael.
But
I mean, we could get into the Jam of the Yam. Honestly, I don't even mind. To be honest, I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna front. So I have a jam. It's the one that we were joking around about earlier that I played the joke song kind of.
Okay.
But I actually had another song that I've been listening to on repeat this week.
Nice.
And it's on the jams, so therefore it is, it's categorized as a jam in my eyes. But I'm not gonna ever like put it on the podcast because it's just not a hype song at all.
Okay.
It's fucking "Close to You" by the Carpenters. That really like slow romantic song that's like, "Why do birds
You can do that.
suddenly
You could add that.
appear?" And I've just been jamming. It's like the slowest, sweetest song, and I've just been like fucking waltzing in my
You
room.
could definitely
to it. So
add that.
that is like, just let it. I want you guys to know that is like in my heart. That's what I want the jam to be. And the jam that I'm gonna pick is the absolute fucking opposite of that sweet romantic song.
WAP.
The jam of the week is No Nut November by Matt Watson. Go ahead and check it out because it's probably the stupidest comedic rap song I've ever heard while also being like the most fire fucking rap song.
It's very good.
It's really well
There's
performed.
actual rappers on it.
Yeah.
It actually is pretty good.
And my favorite thing is what's funny about it is I had it on because I always do this on like every episode where I try to fucking say something and it takes me like 6 fucking tries to get it out of my mouth.
Yeah.
That song No Nut November
Yeah.
was taken off of Spotify by Matt by like a while ago, so it's not like they pulled it or anything. But he had it off for like a really long time, and I used to have it on the jams.
Yeah.
But
I had to
obviously
re-add it.
since it's back in November, he put it back, so that's kind of like a big hype thing. But a couple months ago, I was listening to it on YouTube, like where it's still on.
Yeah.
And my mom is outside of my room, and I get like a knock on the door, and I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" And she's like, "That song is disgusting." And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You're not wrong."
That's why I always have headphones.
I was
or I
like,
listen,
"Yep."
I listen low.
You're not
That
wrong.
song is disgusting.
You're not wrong.
I can imagine your mom just like her face.
Anyway, what's the Yam of the week, though?
Oh, so I chose a old song that I thought I had on the Yams because there's a lot of music that I listened to in like 2011 to 2014, and I didn't have Spotify. So I had to later on add those songs,
the
even if I
throwbacks.
wasn't really into them anymore. But one of those classic songs is Cornerstone by Arctic Monkeys.
Ooh.
I'm not familiar. Maybe I know it if I heard it.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
It's a really good
that
one.
whole album, by the way, is very good.
That specific song, Cornerstone, has some of like the strangest lyrics.
That's why I say the whole album, because
But
a
it's
lot of the album has that
so
same
beautifully
feel.
poetic.
But it's like, it's like you don't really know what's going on, but
Yeah,
you kind of get what he's saying.
It's like weird analogies
Yeah,
that
it's
you
like
shouldn't understand, but like how he's telling it, it's like you know what he's going with. We're getting real deep into this. But if we're being honest, Dylan and I could legit have a podcast where we just talk about like
just
the
that
first
album.
3 Arctic Monkeys albums, or just that one. You know what I mean? That could be 3 fucking episodes back to back to back. But
I'm down.
we that is definitely an album we have talked many a years about.
Basically, just one big riddle.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
when you guys
right.
used to talk about the album plenty.
Yeah. What
All
your
those
favorite
them.
is the second, right? Your favorite Worst Nightmare?
Yeah. I would probably say second, first, third.
Humbug is your least favorite.
Yeah.
Humbug's my favorite.
Yeah.
I love Humbug.
All right, Jerry. What's your
Sorry,
what's your band?
All right,
plan?
my BAM is it's Holiday by Calvin Harris. It's off his Funk Wave Bounces Volume 1
Classic album.
Yeah, it's fire.
Damn, I don't think I've heard like an EDM song in forever.
But
Dude,
it's not-
just
it's
listen to that album. It's like full of bangers.
It's all just like funky EDM.
Yeah, it's
weird.
like funky EDM. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm down. Listen to
It
that
has like
right
Snoop
after
Dogg.
Yeah,
and,
that's on
like,
with Quavo, I think, right?
Yeah, Quavo. It has what's the other one? Takeoff.
Yeah.
this. The other one.
The other one, 2 of the 3.
Offset.
I actually like
Takeoff.
him in that song that he's in.
One of those 3 Migos. They're Migos. Why is the name Migos? Because like amigos. Like,
Yeah.
That's why.
But they're like family.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Oh, I knew
And
that.
one of them is the
actually.
uncle of the other one.
You guys just reinformed me that.
Did you
I
guys
forgot
ever
about
have
that.
a friend? Like one of my friends was an uncle, but his niece was older.
I had a friend like that when I was a kid.
There's a lot of that.
I had a kid in school like that actually. I had a
his
kid.
name was Joshua, and I forget what his like niece or his like nephew's name was.
Nephew.
we had kids in my school. I can't remember. I think they were actually both a grade higher than me.
Okay.
But the boy was the nephew of the girl.
Oh, okay.
And they were in the same grade.
Interesting.
And that was like their whole joke. She was always like, "You have to listen to me. I'm your aunt." And I was always just like, "Shut the fuck up."
That's such a dumb thing to say.
It's just you've said it 17,000 times. I can't wait to leave this school.
So true.
But thank you for joining us on
That was-
episode 15.
That was fun. I thought politics would be a bummer, but
Hopefully, as of the recording, no, I had some fun with this one.
it's been a
We
good
learned
time.
some stuff. We joked on some stuff. Rest in peace to that guy who won in North Dakota.
Oh yeah.
But
rest in peace to that coma guy that isn't real.
that isn't real. Who didn't die anyway. 'cause
Rest in
he's
peace
a
to those
coma.
armadillos every year.
That have been eaten.
People snacking on them.
Rest in peace to the people who are gonna get mauled by wolves pretty
Yeah.
soon in Colorado.
By 2023, man.
Imagine the government releases wolves and eats your pet.
That's probably
That's
what's gonna
horrible.
happen.
They're gonna
yeah.
get sued,
like a
man.
shepherd dog. Yeah, watch out.
Oh my god, it's just a recipe for disaster at that point. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, go ahead and make sure to like and subscribe for sure. We're trying to hit that 500 sub goal.
500.
We're on the road to 500. So
On the
that's-
way.
That's where we're at right now. I think we're at like
Mhm.
160 or something like
Yeah.
that. So
So we're on the train. We're a few stops away.
yeah, for sure. We right there. We getting there. Choo choo, as they say.
Choo, choo.
Hopefully,
Train too fast
as
now.
of the recording of next week's episode, we will know the results of this fucking crazy reality show that's going on in our country.
Yeah. Nevada, 1 vote per hour.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
go.
I saw a meme that was like, "This the motherfucker counting the Nevada vote." I've seen tons of memes
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
the sloth.
but it was the
from-
sloth from Zootopia.
I think the best are just like the ones that are like they're just missing frames, and it's like
Oh
that
yeah.
chowder one that Joey put in the
Oh yeah, I know you love that one. Fucking super chowder fan. Yeah, so thanks for joining us, guys. Make sure you guys stay safe out there, and no matter what happens, just remember that we're one big happy family, or something. Probably not. Just be good to people. That's all it
Yeah.
is.
we're all just trying to vibe.
Just vibe with it.
Yeah.
That's
Just
all it
vibing.
is.
Just vibe.
Just vibe with it. All right, guys, take care. And
Adios.
peace.